markets. We saw that the week started on a positive note on the bourse, but we're seeing today it has depreciated. Is that just profit taking at midweek?
Well, yeah, there's no other reason we can think of right now than probably just profit taking. We've had 7-day rally from the beginning of this year up till now. So we actually thought that this profit taking will come sooner than this, but right now we've had a bit of profit taking, though we think that the market will still end on a high as it is. Thank you.
Do you expect this trend to continue through to Friday?
No. Maybe tomorrow, but by Friday we'll see this, the stock exchange closing on a high. By Friday we'll see the stock exchange closing on a high.
What will pull up the bourse on Friday exactly?
We're looking, first, the key things we're seeing is, yes, the investor sentiment is turning to the positive a bit, and we're seeing more investors coming into to invest in the Nigerian stock market. There's also the January thing in which a lot of people are taking positions in the market. So we're going to see that continuing. Yeah, profit taking will occur, but the investments will supersede that this week.
Yesterday we saw banking stocks such as PHB, Oceanic, they were showing strength. What is its movement like today?
For the banking stocks, the activity in the banking stocks was not, it wasn't too active today. It was driven mostly from the manufacturing, food and beverages today. So the activities in the banking stocks will always be very erratic, depending on the key people buying and selling at that point in time. So the activities today were low. It was driven solely by manufacturing, food and beverages and breweries today.
Well, the value of the companies shares listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange is expected to recover this year after falling more than 33% last year. Are you seeing signs of recovery yet on the market?
The recovery in 2010 will be based majorly on the banking stocks. In the top 20 most capitalized stocks, we have 11 banks, and the banking stocks actually account for like 60% of the stocks, most capitalized stocks, of the capitalization of the stock market. So we know that the recovery in the Nigerian Stock Exchange will depend solely, majorly, on the banking industry. And the reforms that are happening in the banking industry will also, if it's like a cause and effect, will be the buffer for this to happen. These reforms might take a while to actually for us to actually feel the effect. The key thing is lending. The banks are not yet lending. The second thing we know that is, as of right now, a lot of banks have declared losses, and with the uniform year-end and all, we're expecting by February a lot of results are going to come out. Now, these results are going to dictate the first quarter performance of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, because one, a lot of them are going to be recovering from the losses they're making, and some of them will make profit. And the key thing to note is those that make profit, will they pay dividends? Now, when this happens, they start seeing some sort of confidence build more towards the banking stocks. We expect that a lot of them will try and pay dividends, the ones that make profit, that is, and this will in some way help. But overall, with the asset management company that we're expecting to be set up, the liquidity injections we're also expecting, we expect the banks to start.
So Damilola, have you seen any signs of recovery yet?
Presently, I won't take the 7-day rally as a recovery.
So there has been no recovery yet. But would you say that the worst is over for the Nigerian economy?
It's too early to say. There's still a lot to be put in place. It is still too early to say. Once all this has been put in place, we need to get precedent back. One, we need a lot of decisions to be made. We need the whole deregulation sorted out. We need to know. We need to have a plan in that wise. Until all that is settled, I can't see a recovery for this. I don't see a recovery yet happening.
All right, and just before we go, give us an outlook for the Naira.
Yeah, well, we've had a lot of demand, and CBN has not been able to make made up with the demand of the Naira, so we've had the Naira depreciate. At the CBN auction, we had the Naira depreciate further today, closing at stop rate was 148.83 from 148.40 on Monday. So we expect the further depreciation marginally by Friday, but this will pick up next week as more dollar supplies comes in the market.